back to another episode of the Natty Teacher. I'm, of course, your host. Who else but the Natty Teacher? Tell you what, man, thank the Lord. The tummy troubles seem to have, for the most part, subsided. Seems like I'm getting everything in my gut back in order again. For the most part, not 1,000% perfect, but a lot better than it has been the last couple days. So that is awesome. Very, very happy to be feeling a lot better. Very happy to be back on track. Now on to the most important part of the video here, of course. What are we working today? Well, we got a pull B session, our last heavy pull B session before stepping on stage. Hard to believe. I can't believe it, man. I really can't, that we're already under a week and a half out from stepping on stage. 9 days as of today. Yeah, 9 days out. Hard to believe, man. Hard to believe that we're that close. So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to be feeling better as well. That was, definitely not something fun to go through, especially that close to competing, but it makes it even that much more exciting now that I'm feeling better, and that much more motivating to, keep pushing forward and push hard for this, last week or so, and hop on stage and rock it out, man. I'm very excited. So, anyways, again, yeah, pull B session today. A couple of different rowing variations, some assisted pull-ups, some rear delt work, some shrugs, some bicep work. You'll see it, man. I will have a little bit of calves today as well. That will not be recorded, just because it's calves. I feel like that's, not the most interesting thing. So keep that in mind. There will be some calf training afterwards. So anyways, first exercise on the docket, per usual on my pull B sessions. I've been really digging it. I do have a different second exercise though, so that's kind of exciting. But first exercise on the docket for our pull B session today, we have a wide grip chest supported machine row. So I will see you there for my first top set right about now. So first exercise on the docket, as promised, the chest supported wide grip machine row. So what we're really trying to do here, again, is make sure we're controlling that retraction. So after we row the weight right there, we're really making sure that we allow those hands to retract slowly. We get a nice squeeze in the back, hold for a brief moment. We don't have to hold super, super long, but make sure we're exploding through, getting a nice squeeze in the back, and then controlling that retraction and stretching that back out. Great exercise for thickness for that mid upper back especially. Felt awesome. So we did 2 working sets here, top set of 8, and then a back off set of 12. So nice rep range for that. Again, felt really good, felt really strong. And then we moved on to the next exercise, which was 2 sets of this Power Tech row. I'm actually a big fan of this. What I'm doing here is I'm tucking the elbows in ever so slightly and driving through the midpoint in the back, kind of like on the, you can kind of picture where your lats are, almost like on the sides of the rib cage, kind of driving my elbows through there. So we don't want to flare the elbows out way too much, but we do want to have them kind of in a tucked neutral position to where we're driving through and picturing like we're squeezing up through the mid back. Now this was actually my back off set. So my top set, I did not record. This was my back off set here. So the reps for this exercise in particular usually range for me in that maybe 12 to 20 rep range or so. So I think I did a top set of about, 12 to 14, and then a back off set here of 18. So again, good squeeze, really good exercise. If done correctly, make sure you're bending over. Again, 2 working sets here, felt awesome. Then we moved on to some wide grip pull-ups. Hit a little lifetime PR on assisted pull-ups here, man. I'll tell you what, only 25 pounds of assistance, which for me right now, obviously, as my body weight drops, I have noticed that over the course of this prep, the one exercise, well, there's been a few, but one that has consistently gotten significantly less resistance and strong, and one I've gotten stronger at is definitely pull-ups. So we're taking a nice wide grip here. We're coming all the way up, getting a good squeeze, and then really controlling that retraction on the way down. Again, for pull-ups, you can do lower rep ranges. I just personally find that I get the best pumps and the best squeezes, contractions, and just the best overall feel when I usually keep them in that roughly 8 to 15 rep range. So I believe we did a top set here of about 10 reps and then dropped the weight about 10 pounds, or I should say added 10 more pounds of assistance and did 12. Then on to my favorite rear delt exercise of all time, some rear delt flies with a just the regular grip on the rear delt flies here, but keeping the reps high. So we did 3 working sets here all for 20 reps. So this is our top set here, did it for 20 straight, and then the next 2 sets were myo rep match sets, meaning that we had to take maybe a break. Actually, for both of them, I only had to take one quick little reset break in between, but essentially we were making sure that we hit 20 reps on all 3 sets with still good form, still good technique, and getting a really good pump and squeeze in the rear delts. Again, I do this exercise twice per week. One day is a heavier day, anywhere between probably 8 to 12 reps for our top set. And then we have a day here where all 3 sets are always at least in that 20 rep range. So felt awesome. Then to finish up the actual, I guess you could say, back portion, like back and, trap portion of this pull day before we moved on to biceps, had to throw in some shrugs, of course. We got some good Smith machine shrugs here. 2 working sets, both with 3 plates. Again, with shrugs, I usually, especially if I'm using something like the Smith machine, I'll keep that in between that 10 to 20 rep range as well. You don't have to hold at the top for super long. I like to focus on controlling that stretch on the way down, get a nice little, nice rep on the way up, get a good squeeze at the top, and control the weight on the way down and go from there. Again, 2 working sets there. Then, onto the bicep portion, we got a good old machine preacher curl. Again, you can absolutely do this with dumbbells. You can absolutely do this with an easy bar or what have you. But I just have a preference for some machine preachers. I feel like I get a really good connection with it and really isolate those biceps and get a good full stretch. So you'll see I'm controlling that retraction on the way down, that portion right there, when I'm fully lengthening the bicep, and then I'm making sure to fully squeeze and shorten that bicep to get the best pump as possible. You don't got to use 300 pounds on this. You still, of course, want to progressively overload it and get stronger at it, but you definitely don't have to do anything crazy. So we did 2 working sets here, 1 top set, and then 1 back off set, but we actually did not drop weight on the back off set. We did a myo rep match set on that back off set, and then moved on to the next exercise, which coincidentally is actually still on this particular machine. One that I've done a dual hand version of the next exercise. You'll see. I don't think I'd ever done a unilateral or a one hand version of it. So again, 2 working sets here, felt really good. Machine preachers, I would say anywhere in that 8 to 20 rep range, man, you're going to be happy with it. You can go a little lower if you really want, but for me, that 8 to 15, 8 to 20 rep range on preacher curls really gets you. So what we have here is some one arm preacher curl. I don't even know what we would call this, like one arm or unilateral hammer preacher curls. Felt really good, actually. I actually really like this variation. Again, get a really good deep full stretch. Control that weight on the way down. You can see that I'm doing like basically a full 1, 2, 3 count on the way down, and then exploding out of the bottom and getting a good full squeeze. Felt awesome. You'll definitely see this one in my off season for sure from time to time. Maybe even in my second pull session, make this kind of a consistent thing, because I really enjoyed this. So it was a great exercise. Again, 2 working sets here. Same concept as the first exercise. Did 1 top set and then did a myo rep match set. So took that short little breather here and then made sure that we matched the repetitions and weight from the first set. The only thing that's not recorded, I'll throw it in real quick while I'm finishing the setup. I did do 4 very light sets of 10 to 15 reps on some leg press calves, and that ended this particular session. Okay, so again, felt good. Really did a long set here to kind of fight for these last couple of reps, and but got it done for sure. So yeah, man, a little over a week out, we're closing in. I am super excited. Last heavy pull session in the books. Crazy, man. Phenomenal workout, 10 out of 10 workout. Felt great, felt nice and strong. It's really good to feel as strong as I do right now this deep into prep. That is just kind of going to show how well my body is retaining tissue, retaining muscle tissue, that is. Obviously, the stronger you are, deeper and deeper into prep, the better that your body is holding muscle. If all of a sudden your strength drops by 50%, something's wrong. You're pushing something too hard. Put it that way. You got to back off of something. So anyways, phenomenal workout. Join me tomorrow for my last leg session before stepping on stage. That'll put me at 8 days out total as of tomorrow. We have just a deloaded glutes and hamstring workout. So probably about 6 to 8 sets of both glutes and hamstrings. So 6 to 8 sets of glutes, 6 to 8 sets of some hamstrings. We'll throw in a little bit of direct abdominal work. That'll be my last ab workout tomorrow as well, or last ab, last day I'm including any kind of direct ab training. And like I said, that's it, man. That's it. I am getting very close. I'm feeling it. I'm very excited a little nervous, but not really. More excited than anything, and I'm excited to share, that part of the journey with you guys. So again, join me tomorrow for my last leg workout before stepping on stage. Nice deload day. So it'll be a nice, easy, smooth workout. Again, kind of like what we did with quads earlier in the week. Just enough weight to get a nice little pump, push blood into the muscle, but not get it overly inflamed or fatigued, so we can step on stage with as much separation in the legs as possible. So again, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for sharing and liking and subscribing. The last time I checked, guys, man, I'll tell you, it has grown like wildfire. I think I'm at like 208 subscribers now. All of a sudden, I was at like 196 this morning. So to be at like 200, I was at 202 this morning. So I was at 196 last night. So we've gained 12 subscribers in the matter, of less than a day. So that's awesome. Please keep on dropping comments, dropping those likes, making sure if you're not subscribed that you subscribe, share the channel, man. I'm going to keep pushing out content for you guys, and I'm excited. Starting as of Saturday, I get to share with you guys my peak week protocol, which will be a lot of fun to go through with you, and be a lot of fun for me because those first few days I get to eat a little bit more food, so that'll be cool. Feel nice and full and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, again, join me tomorrow for my deloaded glutes and hamstring workout. But for today, I am the Natty Teacher, and school is out. I'll see y'all tomorrow.